Hey everyone, welcome back to another sneaker review, and once again it's another collaboration with two of the biggest powerhouses in the sneaker game, Atmos and Staple Pigeon. But instead of going for a more modern sneakers, just like what they did with the New Balance X Racer, this time they partnered up with Puma and one of their most classic silhouettes ever. But of course, before that, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help a lot. About 75% of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, so that can mean that there's a lot of you guys that come back, watch my stuff but haven't subscribed yet, or there's a lot of new people out there. Hi, how you doing? So if you haven't yet, or if you're new to the channel, I hope you can consider subscribing. It really does help a lot. Please and thank you. Alright, without further ado, let's jump right into my review, my first impressions, and my honest opinions on the Staple Pigeon Atmos collaboration on the Puma Suedes. So I can only speak for myself, but Puma has been a bit under the radar with their releases, with some notable ones being J. Cole's Dreamer series, the Haribo collection, and some Nintendo-inspired colorways, with the Future Rider NES being my favorite of the bunch. So it's really interesting to see a change of pace with Puma by not only, like I mentioned, partnering up with two of the biggest titans of the sneaker game as of late, but also, and almost literally, adding a new coat of paint on the Puma Suedes, which first came out in 1968. So we'll have a quick dive into the details of the sneaker. Of course, as the name implies, you have the classic low top silhouette with the full suede upper in light gray. On both sides of the sneaker, you have the renowned Puma stripe. On the lateral side, you have it in an iridescent violet synthetic leather. And on the medial side, it's almost a long-haired suede in dark green with lighter glitter green accents. The same long-haired suede can be seen on the heel of the shoe, with a cutout on the heel to show off the imprinted Puma logo. Speaking of logos, you have a bunch placed around the shoe. First off, you got the Puma logo imprinted on the lateral side of the shoe in Castle Rock gray. That same color can be seen on the suede lace eyelets, the flat laces that have the Atmos logo at the tips, which by the way can be switched out for light gray laces that has the Staple logo and pink tips, and the Castle Rock gray can prominently be seen on the rubber midsole and outsole. You have a suede patch on both tongues of the shoe with the lettering in pink, Atmos Puma logo on the right shoe, and the Staple Puma logo on the left. That same pink definitely stands out from the soft liner of the shoe, as well as the insole of the shoe where the same division of logos can be seen in Castle Rock gray. I of course saved my favorite detail for last. You have the embroidered black crow on the medial heel. This I believe stands for Atmos, and the trademark embroidered Staple Pigeon on the lateral heel, which I know you love to see. I can't say this shoe fits true to size, but there is a big disclaimer for wide-footed people like me that I'll explain later in the video. But of course, I always recommend you guys try on a pair in a different colorway for yourself at your local sneaker store so that you get the right size for you. Now for my thoughts and honest opinions on the shoe, and just like I said for the New Balance X Racers, I'm kinda disappointed with this one. The colorway is great. Atmos and Staple Pigeon definitely hit their mark with it. I knew it in my unboxing video of these that I wouldn't understand what they were doing right away, but it was actually my brother Andrew that helped me realize that this is a pigeon colorway. Not in the sense that it's a Staple Pigeon colorway, which it is of course, but it's a literal pigeon colorway. Like the Nike Dunk and some other Staple Pigeon collaborations, you still have the grays and that pop of color, which in this case is pink, but the reason why the lateral and medial sides are colored that way, the iridescent violet and the dark green with the light green glittery accents, because those are the exact colors that you see on an actual pigeon. Seriously, the moment that Andrew mentioned it to me, my mind was blah. But going back to my previous statement on being a little disappointed in these, if you've been following my sneaker reviews, you guys have probably guessed it by now. This has everything I love in a sneaker: history, inspiration, a story, except for one crucial thing: comfort. This time the case is a bit worse than it was with the New Balance collaboration. For those ones, it just felt weird and unusual, but with these guys, after a while of wearing them, they do kinda hurt. It's the same feeling I get when I wear my Nike SBs or my Jordan 1s in a size 12. My outer pinky joint ends up hitting something inside the shoe because I have wide feet, hence the disclaimer I mentioned before. For people with regular feet or even narrow feet, I still believe that these are true to size, but for the fellow wide footers like myself, if I were to go for my comfortable Jordan or SB size, which is a 12.5 or 13, because of the elongated silhouette, I feel like it'll look like clown shoes. So again, if you want this colorway and you have wide feet like myself, it's definitely best to try on a pair in a different colorway first, just so that you get the right look and feel. It just sucks to think about because this is technically my first classic Puma sneaker in my collection. I understand that it's 53 years old and it stood the test of time for good reason, but I kind of wish that they revamped the sneaker technology for it so that it not only looks good, but it feels good. good. But even so, I still respect its legacy as one of the best Puma sneakers to outlive its era. It's such a beautiful shoe, especially in this colorway, but unfortunately, I probably won't be wearing it as much because of the said facts. As a closing statement, I'm a fan of the newer era Puma silhouettes coming out, such as the RS line, the Future Riders, and the Cell line. My first introduction to modern Puma sneakers was actually the Puma Thunder Spectra, which I believe is one of the most underrated sneakers in my collection. I'll definitely make a review of that soon. So with that in mind, I hope that Staple, Atmos, or maybe both of them at the same time again, get an opportunity to work on one of those silhouettes in a future collaboration. It's gonna be really interesting to see what Puma has in store for their new and new old sneakers to come out, if that makes sense. And that is it for my review on the Staple Atmos collaboration on the Puma Suedes. Maybe some of you guys are big Puma heads out there. Leave a comment down below. I love conversing with you guys there on your thoughts and honest opinions on the sneaker. Follow me on Instagram at @albperalta. I'm a bit more personal there. I post stories almost every day, and I post when I have a new video coming out here on my YouTube channel, so that's one way to get notified, other than of course subscribing to the channel, guys. It really does help a lot. Leave a like on this video if you like it. That's what the like button's for. And check out my other videos on this channel. I have a lot more sneaker reviews, challenge vlogs, personal vlogs, unboxing videos, gaming videos, anything and everything in between will be on my channel. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye, guys.